San Marcos Corridor News is back to bring you the Corridor Weekly News Recap. Videos covering the biggest stories in Hays County every week. I'm Jaira Simpson. Let's dive into the news for the week of February 14th from the Innovation Corridor. Hays County COVID-19 ERA program had lost an additional $1.7 million in federal grant funding on February 10, 2022 from not hitting the targeted milestones in the distribution set by the U.S. Treasury Department. To date, the Hays County ERA program has lost nearly $2.5 million of the $6.9 million ERA-1 grant. This week, the Hays County Commissioners Court awarded a contract to the Ardura Group to serve as the new Emergency Rental Assistance Program manager. After supporting his own personal affairs, Texas State University Chair of the Radiation Department, Ronaldo Lozano, was terminated on December 16th. It was reported that an investigation was launched into Lozano's spending through a program he oversaw that helped national bone marrow registers in need of transplants find their match. Bank statements show that Lozano used the funds for an ongoing affair with an unidentified woman. Although the amount used was undetermined, documents supported $5,000 worth of spending. The Hays County Sheriff's Office has named 9 local fugitives as most wanted for the month of February. Their names, photos, and crimes can be found on our website. Crimes committed by these felons span from family violence, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, intoxicated manslaughter, sexual assault, to drug possession. The San Marcos Police Department has reported an increase in catalytic converter thefts in the city, with 301 being stolen since January 2019. The department will partner with community businesses to host catalytic converter etching and ID events. The first event will take place on March 5th at 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at San Marcos Toyota. The Hays County Sheriff's Office has warned residents of a text messaging scam. According to the Sheriff's Office, text messages are being sent to people informing them of an outstanding citation in the county. Local activist group Mano Amiga continues to gather signatures for a petition to have marijuana decriminalized in San Marcos. So far, Mano Amiga has gathered over 3,000 of the 4,400 signatures required to have marijuana decriminalization placed on the November election ballot. The San Marcos City Council once again postponed an ordinance requiring registration of lobbyists with elected city officials. After a heated debate and discussion during this week's meeting, the lobbying ordinance was postponed for discussion at a work session on April 5th and is anticipated to be on the agenda and up for vote during their first meeting in May. Early voting for the March 2022 primary election began on Monday, February 14th. A full list of voting locations and more information regarding the election can be found on our website. The City of San Marcos, Texas State University, and the City of Kyle is calling on volunteers to register for the 37th Annual Great Texas River Cleanup on March 5th. Started by the Texas River Protection Association to clean the entire 90 miles of the San Marcos River, the event includes creeks and tributaries that flow into the San Marcos and Blanco rivers. Thank you for tuning in for the Corridor News Weekly Recap, sponsored by LaCima. Please follow us on Facebook or Twitter and subscribe to our daily newsletter to always stay updated on local news. More information on these stories and other news and events happening around Hays County can be found at smcorridornews.com.